Okay, hello everyone. So hopefully you had a great weekend and you can all hear me pretty well. Yes, great. Okay, well, let's start. Okay, so what we're going to start with is I've finally been able to go and get the FPH on one template. That means you can move from time frame. You don't have to have one for each one. Okay, so as you can see, I can move through from M5 through to daily or weekly off this one template. Okay, so that's something I've been trying to resolve for since I created this template, because it's having to go and create it, make changes to each time frame, and for your own use, it'd be a little bit cumbersome, and that's yeah. So okay, let me just Bob you're in video, just in case you didn't know. It's okay, so just letting you know. Okay, anyway, so yes, that's a biggie. Okay, so just in one time frame, you can move all the way up. Okay, so you don't have to go and remember which chart you're putting on which time frame. The additional benefit is you can say put a line and go to any time frame. Okay, so you can put a vertical line on a daily and see what it looks like in relationship to your 1 hour. Yep, that was always a cool thing to be able to do, as well as the horizontal lines, obviously. Okay, so yeah. Now, I suppose the elephant in the room is, why did I bring this back? Yes, the river center line. It's still not in the question, so it doesn't ask whether it's a dotted green or pink center line. It's more there so that if you've missed your vertical line and you want to re-enter, it gives you some sort of reference that if you want to re-enter in a buy, to go and wait for either a, mini diamond or for price action to come back below the center line. Okay, so yeah, it's nothing sort of any more than that. It's just to give a guidance that price is way on the wrong side and you got a dot you shouldn't be entering, yeah. But also to let you enter in these areas where price is below or around the center line when you look for re-entries. Okay, so yeah, so nothing's changed in your Fulcrum Reset PDF. Okay, so let's recap. You only got one template. Okay, I call it the AFPH 30th of January. Okay, so you don't have H1, M30, etc. Okay, so where did the change come from? Well, changes, I still want you to go and have the benefit of a higher time frame. Yeah, window 2. Okay, that was the main difference from each time frame. M5 would have a higher time frame, etc. So here we're still going for a higher time frame. Okay, so it's one time frame higher. Okay, I'll get back to a time frame that you guys work with regularly. Say an M15. Okay, so the shading comes from one time frame higher. Okay, so the shading there, green shading in window 2, is actually from the 30 minutes, yeah? From diamond to diamond. So if I went to the 30 minutes, there would be and we don't mean diamond to diamond, a diamond to diamond that's joined by a white line and a M15 would be significant diamonds in the 30 minutes. Okay, so allows you to go and trade in the main direction of the 30 minutes. Yeah. Now, why is that useful? We'll go back to the 15 minutes. Okay, so if you're trading, the shading is still green. What does it mean over here? That means if you get a mini high or low and it's below the center line, that means you can re-enter there, yeah? Because you've already got a confirmed vertical line, so you know it needs to get a blue diamond with a white line, yeah? So the magic things about vertical lines is they indicate that this current low red diamond is the lowest point, and it needs to get the current high diamond, which is a blue diamond, where the dotted white line joins to. So price, when it goes up, will go up to the other side of the river, come back down, and keep pushing up until it gets it, yeah? So once you have confirmed line, okay, and we'll use the first vertical line, yeah? Yeah, so we just use this one, open price. Oh, damn. Okay, let's change that to my yellow color that I like. Yeah, okay, so if you've got a vertical line, the first one's the one that will give you your basic minimum one-for-one take profit, you know, default or channel line. Okay, so M15 is 30 pips, so the channel line is 31. Okay, so close enough to 30, and we mark out. Okay, so this is step 3. Yep. Now, one of the benefits of once you've got a confirmed vertical line is that if you're going for a trade up here, to make your stop loss all the way down there, it's pretty big, yeah? So your profit lines, you mark out, default 30 pips or one of the profit lines. Gives you an opportunity to utilize the information from the actual vertical line, yeah? So you, once again, we want to get the information from the chart and utilize it to trade manage our trade and our risk reward, etc. Because confirmed vertical line means price is going to go up until we get a diamond. It may, you know, get many highs along the way, but ultimately it wants to have a diamond with a white line. Okay, so if it's going up, it allows us, and if it's got the right shading, it's going to allow us in. Then the safest place is the lowest here. Okay, and this is why the river is there. So it gives you some idea that, you know, that trades up here and having your stop levels, it just allows your drawdown to be minimized. Okay, so once again, it allows you to utilize these lines, and once again take screenshots, because this part of entering into a trade that still wants to go up and still have a good risk reward, something in the doing that you're going to get to reinforce that habit. Okay, so once again, you'd actually measure these 30 pips, 60 pips. Okay, so like that. Yep, 1 for 1, 2 for 1, 3 for 1. You can draw a fourth one, but always in the same steps as the original default. And notice the price action, when it gave you additional lines, respected those lines. Once again, because we didn't pull out of anywhere, we actually use our formula of default or channel based on the special line and when to open prices. Yep. Okay. Have we got any questions there? Yes, I'm giving you another reason to go and create a habit of drawing horizontal lines, because I find them absolutely very useful. And just demonstrating some of the usefulness you can apply it to. Okay, so no questions there. That's great. Now, yes, all these vertical lines are there. And one of the reasons, apart from them giving you an alert and bring your attention that there's another point of re-entry, and once again reinforce that criteria is met and the price still wants to get up there. Okay, a lot of times you won't get additional lines. Okay, but price still hasn't achieved, or the alert still hasn't achieved the vertical line, fulcrum hasn't achieved its final target. And there's where your mini highs and lows with the alerts, with the framework of being below the river, allows you a more timely re-entry into it. Okay, once again, a lot of the things you've been doing. Okay, and what gives you that added confidence is that you're still in the framework of a higher time frame. Okay, and the shading is still matching the upward movement of it. Okay, now the shading is matching your blue hat. Okay, blue line is the time frame higher, yellow hat's the current time frame, and your pink hat is the hour. Yeah, so the pink was us, that means the hour was also supporting the green shading of this being produced by the M30. Yeah, so although, see over here, you've got all your current time frame hat, your one time frame higher, which is the 30, and the 1 hour. They're all peaked high there, and they're all peaked low there. Yeah. In this case, our 1 hour is still going upwards. Yeah. So yeah, so that's how the information is going. Even though I don't cause 3 time frames to be higher, the information is still there to show you. Over here, you just got the yellow hat and the blue hat. That means 15 and 30 minute. At that stage, reached a current high for both time frames. And if you had the opportunity in a vertical red line, you may have entered that. But once again, you don't miss that, do you? Because you've got an M5. Yeah, so we'll drop down to M5. Now remember, you've got multi-chart, so you better see this simultaneously and the alerts will come. And here's all these same lines, okay, to give you a frame of reference from our M15, vertical red line. So once again, reinforcing you never miss out on anything. If there was a trade that was available and it looks available in a higher time frame, then we expect in a smaller time frame that we're about to go and actually follow the rules and steps and into that trade. Yeah. So here's a red vertical line. Okay. So I'll just have a quick breath and ask anybody got any questions with regards to that. Okay, so that was one of the great benefits of having a single template for all time frames. Okay, so little questions. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so we're still looking, like even if we zoom out, we can see that overall the majority of that trade, apart from when it went sideways for consolidate for a couple of days, and then we mostly had pink, which reflects what happened in window one. So if there is a trade, the system and the charts will present it in a manner that's an habit that we want to build up to and make it part of ourselves. Okay, so I'll borrow one of Miss Gina's lines that trading is really a habit, not a goal. Okay, so the difference between bad trading and good trading is just the good habits. Okay, so these are some the system to help build up good habits. You know, attention to detail, rules and steps. Have a framework that you feel comfortable with and keep using it. And the more you use it, the more the habit is. And a byproduct of your good habit is the rewards and the money. Okay, so trading is not a goal, trading is a habit. So we're just going through the habits that you want and how to go and develop them. So thank you, Jenna, for that, what you shared. So that's all right. First, we need to better frame and find good definitions to reflect what outcomes we want. So we all, even the most professional traders, always a state of reinforcing habits. Okay, so whether we're at the beginning of the cycle, in the middle, but as human beings, we never actually fully achieve perfection. And that's the whole thing about great trading. It's not to be perfect, because the market's not perfect, and a system that's too perfect wouldn't be able to reflect some of the, you know, things that happen in the market. So yeah, so just remember that, you know, and no system's perfect as well. So working within that, good habits and a framework, great framework to work with. Okay, so just some of the ways, as you can see, and because it comes from a high time frame, it allows us to take advantage and see what the mini highs and lows. Okay, a mini high and low it's not going to go and create hats. So, you know, until you get the white line up the top, the diamonds and that will allow you for, alert you for take profits, alert you for re-entries. Yeah. Especially when you get a confirmed vertical line. Okay, so once again, it provides the information from the LGD river when it does its calculations as the likelihood and probability based on all the data that it has that at that point there was a current high, which infers and indicates the price wants to go down. Yeah. And not only that, that it doesn't just point that it believes that that's the highest. It points out that it requires a diamond that's low enough to, in threshold, to make the indicator draw a dotted white line to it. So that being the case, any diamond in between is a transient one, yep, and alerts us to maybe lock in some profit, alerts us to when price is resuming in a direction. Okay. Now, once the vertical line's confirmed, we know its destination, and if the shading's remaining strong and price action in all sense and many time frames showing downwards, then having the river there just allows us to enter when price goes back into the sell or buy position depending on the trade that's been indicated by the system. Okay, and these alerts are really just there to call you from your couch or from the kitchen or from somewhere else. Okay, because if there's no vertical lines and no diamonds or dots, there wouldn't be any alerts, and you would have nothing to alert you that something's changed and your presence is required. Okay, so just that's pretty much what they're there for. Okay, then when you come and look at the chart, they actually mark where all the important candles are, and from there where to go and mark all your trade management lines. Yep. Okay, so it all works hand in hand. Okay, pretty much everything I've said so far doesn't really require thinking, and a habit's not about thinking. A habit's just something you've been doing so often because you've had guidelines. After doing it so many times, it becomes a habit and you do it automatically. Yeah. So trading's a habit, and it's a doing. Trading ends in ing, and to trade there's a verb in this instance. A trade is a noun. To trade makes it a verb. Yeah. So trading, it's a doing. So if we were thinking in the middle of doing something, we'd actually have to go and stop and engage our minds, which means then we physically stop doing something. Okay, so trading is really a doing thing, and if we can remove as much thinking as possible, then we can do much better at trading. Because every time we stop to think, we interrupt the trading. Okay, so I've said a mouthful, so let's see if there's any questions. Okay, now, all right, now let me just get to same thing with this, all sessions. Once you've put your report lines on it, you can actually go upwards and downwards, yeah? Because it's the same as the AFPH, except I've put sessions boxes there, okay? But you can go, once you put your horizontal lines, report lines, and that's the other change I've done. If you go to objects now, and you just click name, I've organized it so it just appears right at the top, okay? So there's no more putting name or scrolling through. If you just touch name, because I've realized that if I put #1 and mark that precedes anything I have, they'll actually group it in the first bit. So by doing that, okay, so every time you go for objects, it's not going to appear like that. But just click on name and voila. Yep. So, and once you put your horizontal lines, report lines, you can actually move up the time frame, and it'll maintain all your objects. That means your any horizontal lines that's been physically marked, any vertical lines, and you can actually see what it looks like in the framework of the higher time frame. Okay, so yeah, so those pretty much the main thing, the main visual things that you can see on the chart. Okay, once again, it's just criteria is still the same. Okay, I don't like to put anything too much extra than what you have, and if you do find that it doesn't help you having the center line there as a guide, just let me know and I can adjust it for you without it. But okay, so that's really the main parts. Okay, so once you've got a vertical line and it's confirmed, you can mark out the trades, all horizontal lines. Okay, and you can find that even the horizontal lines you mark for that confirmed vertical line has a fair amount of correlation and information about what price will do. Yeah. Yeah, so 30 pips up, 30 pips down. Okay, move the channel. Yeah, okay, so I think you guys get the idea. Yep. A little bit too much, a little bit too much. Okay, they're all messed up by about 3 pips. That's why I got 100. So okay, and then you can even see when price went back up, I paid attention to the same lines. So anything generated from the chart where I've been identified as a significant candle, the lines you draw from that even will hold going on a few days later, yeah, or a day later. So yeah, then you'll be surprised that a lot of times that those lines are quite useful until you want to redraw another one. But if you get no more vertical lines, they still provide a nice framework. Okay. So once again, just demand information what you can get and use once you've got a vertical line. Goes to the information it says about the high and low and where it wants to go. Get a bit of framework with above and below, to give you some idea. And even something like this, the price is gone and it's gone above the little channel there and above there, you expect that if it still wants to go down, it retraces, found resistance there, bounced off, we can get a white line. Once again, in the doing, while it's happening, take a screenshot, you've got a question, get it answered there, and I'll give you a detailed explanation. And if it requires more explanation, then I'll do it in the webinar format. Okay, but this is just one time frame, as per usual. And vertical lines do allow you to go additional entries, even if you missed it. Yeah. Okay, but to enter in them, it's got to make sense. And the knowledge of the habit, the right habit. Okay, habit means that it becomes a knowing. That when price gives you this and it's validated what it wants to do and characteristics. Okay, so multi-chart is there. And oops, back to the hour. Okay, so over here, let's refresh. Okay, just to make sure, see if any vertical lines turned up. There's an M30, vertical lines, got validated. It looked for a blue diamond. Yep. So yeah, so if this had a vertical blue line, we'd be expecting a dotted white line going upwards. Yep. Okay. But once again, there's enough information there to support all these entries, opportunities in your smaller time frame. All right, so hopefully this will benefit you, save you time, and make your life really easy or easier. Okay, so if you've got no more questions, I don't want to say too much to complicate or make murky or muddy any of the things I've already said. Okay, sometimes people can talk too much when they're trying to explain something. So I think I've explained that enough. Okay, great. Okay, so I will email that to you straight after this. Okay, you'll get two. You'll get a all sessions one, and you'll get a single one that does all time frames. Okay, and then once you've loaded it, you might want to go and get rid of any additional ones. Yeah, like all the other, you know, so you just go here, templates, and you can get rid of AFPH, M30, H1, etc. Okay, you just want to have you just really want to have AFPH M30. Okay, just the single ones. So you don't have when you pop the templates, you don't have a scroll that goes like 100 templates. Cool. So once again, be good, enjoy, and trading is a habit. Okay, you can only get a habit by having a system that you can constantly repeat, and a framework that you can pick up at any candle what's happening. Yeah. Okay. And if a chart's not showing it, just go to another chart, expand it. And the best thing to do over here, if I was in a 15, I'd be looking at the last diamond that had a white line joining it, and I'd start from there. Yeah, because that's going to tell me more about what's going to happen now than before. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'll have to up in half an hour, and keep doing and enjoy. Take care and good night.